I am back and with some more State of Decay 2 and with another episode for the CRM. We're on episode 35 and we're going to continue on with more of the CRM. Let's play. Today's been quite a pain in the ass really. Because for the next 4 morning videos I managed to do them all yesterday. And my plan today was to do all 4 evening videos for the next 4 days, including this one. But I didn't realise that I had to I had to listen out for a gas service checkup for the house. And I was like, alright, annoyingly on the letter it says 8 till 5. I was like, that's a pain in the arse. It'd be nice to be a bit more specific. So I essentially spent all day waiting around because I didn't want to start a stream because I know that as soon as I started that I would have heard a door knock and then it would have been a waste of a video. So I was like, yeah, let's just wait until they come. So from 8 till 5, nothing. So it was. If today's felt like a massive waste of a day because I booked the whole day off from work because of it, and I thought hopefully they'll come early in the morning. You know, just get it done. I was like, it came after 12. I was like, fine, it's probably going to be like 4ish or something. Then 5 hit. I was like, motherfuckers. It's so irritating. So it's kind of late now because my sister came round and. So I didn't really have time to do, this really, but I thought, it's not too late, but I thought, let's just get one of these done and chill out, play some games, because it's been just irritating days, so at least let's try and do one State of Decay video, it'll be great. It's always a good time, but it's just, it would have been nice to get this rotation that I've been working on done.
Insufficient signal strength. Retrying in 30 seconds.
Never mind, Cleo. I'm still seeing too much bioelectric interference from local plague hearts. If I didn't know better, I'd swear they were blocking your signal on purpose. If our friendly neighbors are listening, perhaps they could help us by clearing some plague hearts from the valley.
Just gonna make some more Molotovs. But yeah, it's been a bit of a pain in the ass really, but it's the way it is, I guess. But I'll have to just try and work on the evening videos over the next few days, because I probably won't do the next video right after this like I usually do. I think it's a bit too I don't know, it'd be a bit too late for that, and I don't want to be too tired. But yeah, it's a bit of a. It's just annoying because I couldn't even go out or something and chill out. It's just spent a whole day really doing nothing. But it's just so annoying.
Times are good these days.
Not being able to I think I could have rung them up and asked for a specific time, but then that would have changed the day completely probably. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. So they want to kill 2 plague hearts. I don't know whether I'll do that. We could go back to these and clean up these, empty them out. And yeah, this is a bit of a difference though. I noticed just streaming this now. Twitch has reduced the size of. You know when I always moan about the stream icon blocking my streams.
Remember that rogue signal we were working on? Believe it or not, I've identified it as a Red Talon broadcast. Well, sort of.
Oh, CRM.
Anyway,
one of our
I
own.
ran into a stumbling block decoding the signal. Are you available for an assist?
Why not? I'll do it.
Sure.
Nice! So, I know this ex-Red Talon guy who lives over by the fairgrounds. I figure he might know how to crack the encryption on this weird signal.
Okay. You want me to swing by and pick you up?
No, it's probably better if you go without me. Easier, I mean. Anyway, his name is Chavez. He's a decent guy, so you'll be in good hands.
Cool. Now let's go do this then. But they've reduced the size of the stream icon, which is quite nice. Unless there's a bug, but it's actually quite a nice bug. Because you know how sometimes I usually moan in games that the Twitch stream icon, like to let you know that you're streaming, it kind of blocks some of the lines in the game or whatever it was blocking. Twitch always blocks it, but now it's a bit smaller, so that might be a bit more convenient. Be kind of nice if they added it so I could see the chat, because Mixer used to be able to do that, because it's kind of the same setup as Mixer, with how it's iconed up and everything. It's like the same thing, but there's no option to allow for me to see the chat, which would have been nice. So I probably would interact with anyone that would join.
God, I am so sick of
the
plague
Twitch,
zombies.
but I wouldn't want to go too mad with that because I think I do prefer these just to be raw, just gameplay, me yappering on, and I don't know. Depends on who joins, I guess. Or oh shit, fucking going wrong way. Hang on, that's weird. Did I come scouting down here? I guess I did. Fucking trees in the way. Yeah, it's been a bit of a tedious day to be fair. Waiting for that, but
Who's out there? Did you find him yet? Gotta go.
Any friend of Isby's a friend of mine. Call me Chavez. Ginny, Isby and I used to be part of the same crew. Did a lot of good stuff together. And she ended up on the wrong side of a bad decision. I get why she blames herself for what happened, but at some point you gotta learn to forgive your own mistakes.
I can't remember. I think, yeah, Chavez was in Heartland, weren't he?
Any
And
friend of
Isby.
Isby's a friend of mine. So here's the deal. I'm happy to help you out, but I was just a grunt. Only the officers had access to shit like decryption codes.
Are you still in touch? Can we talk to them?
Not likely. My CO died right alongside the rest of my unit. But I can take you to where she was killed. Maybe we'll find something.
You sure you're okay
This
with
is so
that?
good. Light
It's a long time ago,
CRM.
and I'm overdue for a visit anyhow. I'll mark the spot on your map.
Cool.
Again.
I'll take that.
Your eyes up in here.
But yeah, I've done all the morning videos because my plan was, because I had Sunday and Monday off, well today, and my plan was to just burn out for another rotation, so I've got a bit of time because work's kind of been messing me around. Like some days I haven't been streaming, which has kind of slowed things down for videos, which isn't too bad because I'm like a month ahead.
That's
I'm
a lot of
fine,
stuff.
So, how well do you know Isby?
I'm gonna see how this week goes at work, because I'm in like mostly every day, and if some days I'm too tired and I just don't stream, I'm just not gonna do it
No
because
room.
it's gonna make videos turn out shit, and it's not worth it. If I'm coming on and I'm tired as hell and I'm either not talking or I just not in the vibe of playing anything, and I would just want to be a lazy cunt, you know. But I'm kind of thinking I might have to resort to on-off videos at some point, where I've got no intention of stopping strip videos or anything. I think I'll always try and get something up or stream something. Is there more?
Nothing to find here.
Oh, this is actually a pretty good spot. But I think my goal would be to try and do at least one rotation a week, so try and do 4 days worth of videos in a week, so which usually I'm trying to stream every day, so I'm always guaranteed to do it. So I should be okay. But if I'm that tired, as long as I try and stream 4 days a week, or yeah, 4 days a week, or even 2 days a week, and try and do 4 days in them. I know. Yeah, it'd have to be about 4 days, 2 videos a day, over the week, to get it to get a whole rotation done, which is fine. But then if I wanted to drag it out, I could do on-off days. So essentially, the rotation would be the same, but say tomorrow there wouldn't be. Say tomorrow there wouldn't be.
That's a screamer for
There
sure.
wouldn't be. There wouldn't be any videos tomorrow though.
So you were in Red Town, huh? What was that like?
It was
And then the day after it
intense.
continue.
A lot of people believing real hard that we were doing the right thing. And most of the time, I agreed with them. These days, I ain't so sure.
Because the really irritating thing, I wanted to
Wasn't
start
here when-
up Minecraft
When
today.
it all
Well,
happened. By the time I
this
showed up, all
rotation.
I could do for my team was to do the rest.
Damn.
That's what we're looking for. Before I buried my friends, I packed away all their gear in case I ever needed it. Probably looking for something like a
big mouth.
You can take anything that looks
Oh, magnet.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it worked. I gotta
Whoa,
rest.
why didn't stick it to me? Yeah.
Won't work. I should probably take a break before I fall over.
Damn, they were sticking to me then, weren't they? They wanted me. But it's annoying because today I wanted to start the Minecraft series, which won't be tomorrow, it'll be the 2 days after, hopefully. Oh, wow. Plague cure. I wonder if that's a guaranteed spawn location for a plague cure. That's pretty good. Because I know that, I think in the hospital on Drucker County, if you go to the hospital, there's always a plague cure there, so that's a good tip. But yeah, I wanted to do, because in this rotation I'm going to start Minecraft, and I think I'm going to just alternate between Minecraft and No Man's Sky. We'll just see how it goes, so we'll see how these 2 videos go. Because I've enjoyed No Man's Sky. What I'll do is, I'll just play it for a little while, and if it turns out there'll be like, if they end up being a random stream or like a Fallout 76
Thank God.
Let's Play where
Or,
it's just
you know, whoever.
a little bit short, you know, but it's still possible it'll come back. It might be something like that.
I already got all I can handle.
But yeah, I guess I've got like no intention of stopping though. It's just I'll see how it goes this week on how many videos I can do or how tired I am, because like there's just no reason for me.
My last one.
There's zero reason for me to come on tired or not into it, or because it's just it'd be a shit video then. Because some videos have turned out like that in the past, and afterwards I'm like, I really should have just left it today. I really like. I can tell some days. Like some
Alright,
days, like
last
random
night again.
streams don't matter too much.
shit.
Like
Did you find the Copo?
some days
Let me check it out.
like some videos don't matter too much. Like my Hitman series, like random streams, like they can be something I just hop on and play. I don't necessarily need to add commentary or anything too crazy, or if I do, I don't need to go too mad with it. Like I've noticed that with my Hitman series, I just kind of just play with that game. I don't go too crazy like this, where I'm talking about random stuff or the game.
Let me take a look and see if it's what you need. Yep. This is exactly what she needs. Okay. Now, this is gonna sound mean, but it's for her own good. Trust me. Hey, Isby. You listening out there? We found the code book you need. But I'm keeping it.
Wait, what? You can't do that. I need it.
Seems like this is the only way I can get you to talk to me. You'll get what you need out of the book. But whatever's going down, I want in.
That is so not fair.
Oh, shut up, Isby.
She sounds mad. You sure that was a good idea?
If it helps her to stop running away, it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
Gracias, Vato. I want to give you this.
See you, mate.
Show I appreciate what you did. Stay safe, my friend.
Oh, nice. Okay. Cool. See you later, Chavez, mate. Ambulance. That might be worth checking. Oh. I'll check anyway. Like, if anything, I could probably drop that bullet because it won't make much difference. But yeah, things are going well though. Work's going okay, and really once they get good money coming through, yeah, I think.
Fire in the hole! Now that's heavy.
Really, once I start getting some money through, I could start, like stockpiling some. Wow.
God, I am so sick of plague zombies.
Oh no! Stop fucking about! Go, go,
Step
go!
away from hoofing it.
Well, stop damaging the vehicle then. But I'm thinking, like, if I've got some money coming in, better money now. I'll start saving. I'll start getting games that I want to make series on at some point.
We
Because
didn't need it.
fucking hell, what am I doing? Wow, actually, if I could make an outpost down here somewhere, I don't think so. Yeah. Because I'm kind of tempted. I was talking about this in, I think, a recent Assassin's Creed video. But I'm really tempted to. Once I've finished Halo Infinite, I'm kind of tempted to play through Dying Light because I've been seeing more gameplay of Dying Light 2, and that's been looking really cool. Like, there's some things I don't like about it. I'm not a massive fan of the. I'm really not a massive fan of the whole night system in that, where the game kind of limits you to how long you can stay out at night. I'm not a big fan of that. I really don't think that's a fun game design. Because especially when someone like me, I want to take my time. Being rushed at night, when that should be the whole point of the game. Like, it should encourage you to go out at night and experience the scariness of it, because that's like what the first game was like. Part of the game was like you wanted to go out at night because that was where the game amped up the extension of it. Whereas if there's a timer, knowing someone like me, I just sleep till morning, or I know that they'll set at night, but I don't know. Or like going in a building in the dark and you've got a timer. I'm not a big fan of that. Like, it kind of reminds me of what's the game? Dead Rising. I wasn't a massive fan in them games of the whole timer system. It wasn't too bad in that, like you had plenty of time to do what you needed to do, but 7 minutes to explore an open world in the night. It's like, can you imagine State of Decay do that? Like, nighttime's already annoying enough. Like, imagine if State of Decay was like, you can only be out at night for so long. it'd be so tedious and irritating if they did something like that. But I don't know. It might be different when you're playing it though. So I assume once you've got some safe houses popped up and camps and things, I think you'd be fine. But it's just the idea of it. Like, it feels like a negative thing to encourage the player to explore. I really don't understand why they thought it'd be a good element. But I suppose in the future, I think a lot of people have gave that feedback that they don't like it. So knowing them, the way they updated Dying Light, the way they updated Dying Light 1, they had so many updates afterwards, free and paid. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's an update where it's just a survival mode, or like a New Game Plus where you don't need to worry about that so much, maybe, but I don't know.
Hey out there, Tressie here, coming to you from the bustling metropolis of Marshall. If you've been down here, I expect you've seen what the Blood Plague tried to do to this town. These plague walls almost took over the valley. But thanks to some brave folks, that didn't happen. Now it seems the walls may have given us a tool to make this valley live again. More news on that when it's available. For now, stay strong out there.
I need to go trade him, really. Actually, did I upgrade the ammo?
No, that's not a thing.
No? We maxed it out, good. That's good. And that's the only thing with the Plague territory. I feel like by the time you've upgraded your outposts and got them settled down and in really good spots, you're kind of screwed almost. Like say I wanted to... That's only one. That's not too bad, because then it's just that one plague out to deal with. But say it was like this... Oh no, that's one. Like something like this hospital, say. You really wanted this location. You've got to kill 2 plague hearts to get that done. Which one of them isn't even the one that's pointing at. So you've got to kill 2 plague hearts. You've got to deal with 2 plague hearts to get that outpost. And for me, a part of me is like, wow, that's 2 plague hearts down. I might as well just kill the rest. Because essentially, if you can mow down 2 really quickly, you're more than likely you can mow down the rest. And that's the problem, I think, with the Plague territory. It's like, you want to upgrade and spend time on outposts, but then there's a part of the game, unless you're doing a never-ending playthrough. And that's why I think they need to look into like a never-ending playthrough. I think it'd be cool if... I don't know. I don't know how they could do it where it would feel better. But I think if you understand what I mean, like there is something about it where it's just a bit I don't know. Like taking out plague hearts is the whole goal of essentially either moving maps or doing the legacy. And I feel like by the time you've got your outpost set up, you kind of don't need them resources anymore. Or there's not necessarily a reason to
Lily,
there's not necessarily a reason to...
come on, I just want to talk.
Fine, I'm listening. What do you want?
I guess I've been thinking about stuff. Old times.
No, I am not getting nostalgic with Mickey Wilkerson. Goodbye.
Yeah, sure, I get it. Sorry to bother you.
Well, a lot of the women in this game are kind of proper cat, ain't they? Like Lily used to be so sweet. Well, like she was probably one of the most forgiving people you could meet in the apocalypse, or most understanding.
Yep, I'm still.
But in this, it's a bit of a...
can't keep this up.
Yeah, like Isby, she's a dick to Chavez. You've got Lily. Like I think I did understand Lily a little bit more, but even then, it's a bit, I don't know.
Oh, that's
For me,
heavy.
it doesn't seem like Lily. Hang on. Srika knife. Hang on, is that a... I don't think I've seen that. Have I seen that knife? But whoa, that's a nice looking. Is that new? I wish there was a weapon inspector. It'd be so good. Especially for like knives and everything. Man, that's a cool looking knife. I don't think I've seen that one before. Oh, that's a Halloween item, isn't it, as well?
Oh, shiny.
I didn't know they spawn. So look. Here's some footage, yeah. That's weird, isn't it? Found in a play cart. That's interesting. But yeah, Dying Light 2 is looking pretty good, and I'm kind of thinking I would like to get that at some point. And I was kind of thinking if I wanted to after
It doesn't matter where you are, as long as you have good friends around.
after Halo Infinite's Legendary playthrough, maybe Dying Light would be a good alternative. Like, but then I'm like,
I already got all I can
I've got a
handle.
lot to get through with. I've got a lot to get through with Mass Effect though. It's just that there's so many series I'd love to do.
Talk to me eventually.
Nope. I'm still mad at you digging me out of that code book.
Okay then. I guess I am running low on toilet paper.
No, you can't.
Relax, Iz. The book's going anywhere. Neither am I. We'll both be here when you're ready.
Still a few brainless roaming about.
I've just been magnetized all the time today.
I already got all I
You
can
keep
handle.
sticking to me. Oh, let's get rid of this. I'll keep the rucksack because that's going to be good. Well, there's some things in Dying Light 2 that I think Dying Light 1 looks better in. I think the zombie count. I don't think there's that many zombies. New game. But they've got a bigger map though, which I don't know whether that's good either. But it seems like a really good map for parkour though, which is good for Dying Light. Because I think the first game was a bit... It was one of them games where... like some of the maps are really good for the parkour, but then... Wow, some of the areas, and then some areas were just...
Not
it was
gonna
like,
fit.
why are we even hanging around here? Because it's just so weird. But I don't know. But yeah, like there's so many series I want to do, and I'm just kind of thinking of alternatives to get another series going. But with work going on and with how I am right now, I probably should keep it as simple as I can. Because I was thinking the other day, I think if anything, I was talking about it in, I think, Mass Effect video. I think if anything, what I would try to do is get like some of the story plays done. Like get Odyssey done, get Halo Infinite Legendary done, and probably at least Mass Effect, the first one out of the trilogy done.
Think I've searched
And then go
everywhere
to
I
like
can.
just focus on State of Decay maybe. If it got that bad where I really couldn't stream a whole lot, I I think I would want to get the story-driven stuff done, because then they'd be really good, solid playlist done. Whereas something like State Decay or something, always return to these. It's not essentially an end game to them, or an end goal to a series, even though there is for like the Walking Dead communities. I've got an idea of when I want to finish, but that's when I choose to finish, really. Whereas Odyssey or Mass Effect or Halo, there's only so many hours in the game. Oh yeah, that's another thing. If people are interested, I've updated the description for my the Walking Dead communities playlist. If people are interested,
That's a lot of stuff.
Because in that I've changed it so it's season 1 to 7, and in the description, if you read season 7, that will describe how I'm gonna do season 7 of the Walking Dead communities with the Commonwealth, which will be after this series. So I'm looking forward to that, and I am really coming around to the idea of sticking with the Walking Dead theme. Because let's be honest, my Walking Dead theme, it's not really it for this series. It's not like this is how the CRM operates, and it's for the Whisperers and stuff like that. It's not exactly the definite article of like a Walking Dead roleplay or anything. It's State Decay, but I've just put a thumbnail related to the Walking Dead. Or I'm kind of like naming a community after it, or certain characters that I feel like would relate to that character, like Negan or someone, really well. Like that's the only relation that I'm putting to Walking Dead. It's not exactly like it's a little bit of roleplay, but it's nothing. I think I did the first series a bit better with the Whisperers, because at least I put some rules in where I went on foot and stuff. But I've been kind of thinking I would like to do another series with the Whisperers, because I was thinking I know that I have rules for that series, and I could probably stick with some of them rules, like trying to stick on foot, because I never did that series with Nightmare, so it'd be kind of interesting to do that sort of challenge with Nightmare, but maybe try and do it so that I was thinking if I was going to be leading it on the Whisperers doing like vehicles and stuff, maybe do that series without a hood, like go no hood Whisperers, might be quite fun. Because I'm kind of thinking I might stick with the Walking Dead theme instead of just ending after the Commonwealth.
West, I got it, Marshall. Remember me? Now that we're neighbors, I have a favor to ask you. Can you swing by?
Sounds like she might be working on something important. We should help her out.
Locked up tight.
Um,
Can I be any louder?
But yeah, I'm kind of just feeling like I could probably keep at it with the Walking Dead vibe of everything. Because it has been fun. Kind of good, like, especially since Negan has survived so long, and we've got characters like Judith and Carl. We could essentially keep these guys' stories coming around at some point.
That's what I like.
Like, really, these old Walking Dead communities, they've been mostly focused on the villains, and there are still quite a few groups in the Walking Dead that, like, the villain side that I haven't really thought about. Like, there's some groups in Fear the Walking Dead. There's some military groups in that with, I can't remember his name. I think, was it like... Wow, there's Teddy in the recent series that set off a nuke. He was a bit of a... He was pretty much the villain from Far Cry 5,
I'm not gonna
I
find
think it
anything else
was.
here.
It was pretty much a copy of that villain in Fear the Walking Dead, where he was like trying to set off a nuke to reset the world, and he kind of succeeded. So I was thinking like them sort of villains would be kind of cool to do. But that's why I've kind of liked doing these groups, is that it's kind of like, even though I haven't been too evil, because State of Decay only lets you go so far when you want to be a bad person. I was thinking it'd be cool to go cannibalism, because there were a cannibal group in The Walking Dead. With what's the group? Terminus. I think that was the place that group was at. Terminus. I was thinking that group. And I suppose if that was the case, we could ally with the cannibals when they pop up. But the thing is, with the cannibals, they only last so long. I think eventually they turn on you anyway. So it isn't like they're a permanent thing. So it'd be a bit weird, that one. But it'd be the one way to keep us eating human food if we waited for that mission to pop up. But yeah, that's a bit of a tricky one. But we could essentially be a bit more aggressive with that,
This
like
is
killing
gonna come in
everyone.
handy.
The Whisperers is a good one to return back to, because when I first started that, which was the first season to this series, that was when I was a bit
Now
weren't
that's
sure whether I was
heavy.
going to stick at this Let's Play stuff. And I think they could come back. Like, there was a few characters in that Let's Play that
Boring.
I think return. That was weird, because that was a Dread Zone playthrough, that first series. And it's funny because we lost someone in that series. I
Good thing I'm
remember,
used to
was it?
disappointment.
What was his name? Dark, was it?
Not to alarm
He died.
you, but we've got a few
He
too
got
many
shot up.
infestations around here.
From a Warlord mission or something. Man, that was a crazy episode. That was so good. And that's funny. That's the first time I died, and I don't think. Have we died in Nightmare? I've died in Nightmare. My non-commentary Let's Play. There are quite a few deaths in that. I think I've killed people off in the Let's Plays where I've deliberately killed them. But I don't think I've got anyone killed on accident, or they've died from like natural cause, like let's say natural causes, by being eaten by zombies or something. But there's not been that kind of an accident where I've died legit of my failures, I don't think. I think most of the time it's been me. If I've killed someone, it's probably because they've got plague. Yeah, they can die. They're not worth it in the group, maybe. I don't remember anyone like dying in the field. Really, I'd say it's not that. It's not that hard.
We got a feral on our hands.
Oh. And it's creepy when they come up with green eyes on you.
Ray, I just heard that one of the groups we were supporting in Trumball left the valley. It sounds like they're pretty angry with us. Ray, are you there? Pick up. We need to talk. Raimundo Santos, you'd better not be ducking my call.
Sounds like my mom, right after I wrecked her car.
I'm on the way.
Thanks. Better be ready for a fight on this one.
Of course. When isn't there a fight? Then Molotovs, and maybe take some. Get them stamina items, I guess. Any energy? Yeah, I really wanted to start Minecraft today because I feel like that's going to be quite a fun series to start up. I got no energy drinks? Or am I just not seeing it? Am I just blind? Ah, there. I was really just blind to the I could not see them. But yeah, I think Minecraft will be quite a fun series to get into. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to be... I don't think my goal will be endgame stuff, like the Ender Dragon. I've never been too bothered about that. For me, it's like building, getting lost. Because,
Looking to trade. If you're interested, you're welcome to come on over.
I think I've played the Xbox One version, but I'm more familiar with the original Xbox One version where it was like 360 port, which was limited. And I think I have made a save on I think I've definitely made a save on the...
Too long would not be smart.
Oh, she's tired. Of course she is. No point having her then. I had a feeling she was about to do that. People trucking. Like, that's the thing. They need to slow down some of these upgraded heavy vehicles. I think they're a bit too twitchy. I don't think they're that fun to drive. With the, when them, like the upgraded van and the military truck. I think they're too quick. Who should we go as then? Enid, maybe? He could do with some update. Great. I would say Carl, but yeah, I think it might be too much of a mission for him.
Reserves are gonna start walking off if we don't build more storage.
I'll go fuck yourself. Do something about it. Instead of moaning. I gotta say, this base is kind of too...
Someone in our
You
community
get so
was
loud.
killed and the murderer might be one of
I'm
us.
used to this.
We need your help on this.
Okay. There we go. Get some bullets. But yeah, I think my Minecraft goal is I think it's going to be mostly just exploring, getting lost, and trying to just survive as long as I can, I think, and building. I think that's the most one, is building. That's what I'm more interested in, I think. But we'll see how it goes. Like, if we only play it for a bit, then it's something different for a little while before I decide I want to go back to Grounded or something. It's just Grounded. I'm just not excited as I once was with Grounded. I still love it, but I don't know. Like with like State Decay, I feel like there's always something to go back to, or there's never a point where it's like, there's not a moment in State Decay where I feel like something's overstayed its welcome, or I felt tired playing it. Whereas Grounded, once you get through the update or a certain point to the game, then you get on this whole, oh, let's prep for the next update, and it's just a bit, it kind of gets boring, and I'm kind of thinking I do the game good if I wait for a few big updates and then go back to it, you know, and have a ton of stuff to go blindly into. I think that will help the game and help me get back into it a bit better, and especially when I've done over 100 and something videos and in the same sort of style, and I've kind of not done myself any favours with that series, but I think I'll come back. It isn't like it's going to be gone man, I forgot that base. I haven't moved there yet. There is quite a few bases on Trumball that I haven't touched. I thought I only... I don't think I moved there, did I? Did I? No, I think I've seen people move there. I don't think I have. Jesus. I see how twitchy the military truck is. I feel like this thing would be so much better to drive if it was less sliding and quick. It just feels a bit off. I think I did prefer it when these vehicles are a bit slow. I don't think it doesn't feel like there's much of a disadvantage to use this over another vehicle. Like if this is just as quick as another truck or faster than another truck, it's like that other truck's no point. Or like, and to be fair, it's like you got banged up
Clear for
pretty
now.
quick.
But in plague territory,
It feels like.
more Zeds are always close.
And why am I here? What the
Hey, Dennis,
wrong house.
just out of curiosity, does GH5597 mean anything to you?
Well, I know you're not asking me to decrypt a code, so I guess I have no idea.
Come on, can't you just give me a hint?
Okay, one hint. Just a sec. Yeah, here it is. Golf Hotel is the code prefix we used for supply drops. So, does this mean we're talking again?
No. Maybe. I don't know. Just stop hassling me, okay?
Thanks for coming over. I could really use your help. I've been studying these old plague walls, and I've got a theory I'd like to test. When the last active wall downtown was destroyed, something happened to every wall in the valley. Whatever that
Just
effect was,
realised.
it originated from here in Marshall. Now the walls around here are organically inert. Nothing going on at all. But it stands to reason that walls further away might have been affected differently. I want to gather some samples from a ruined wall out in the farmlands to see if my theory is correct. If I'm right, this sample could let me better understand the biology of these plague walls.
I found some things that just might be useful.
Good. That's good.
I just thought, does Tressie's house light up? I assume only at night. So what does she want us to do? Oh, crash plane. Oh, that's pretty simple, I guess. Back to where it all started. In Hart.
Can't this go any faster?
Oh, shut up. Oh, you stupid bitch. It's kind of stupid that they never added a feature where you can knock them out. Knock them off when they're dragging you out like that in the backseat. There's no way to do, like, when they're on the door you can defend yourself, but when they're like on the back of the vehicle like that, the player can't defend themselves so much. But yeah, with upgraded vehicles, I think they need to make the heavy ones like this and the upgraded trucks slower again. Because I think it feels so weird to drive. I know it's easier, like, essentially, like, they get moving a bit quicker. It's a bit more convenient, I guess, for that, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. I think the base version of these vehicles feel
Zed
better.
hanging around?
Fuck, I knew that. Fuck. Of course I hit the one play bloated good, obviously.
Gotta catch my breath. I gotta rest.
You don't.
Gotta be careful.
Oh, fuck you, Tressie. I'm going. Fuck that. Get in. That was a mess. Here we go to the big fight yet. Jesus.
We need to make sure the site is clear before I can gather samples.
Of course.
Almost down.
Come on, stop doing 20 hours. Whoa, wait, no, stop it. Of course, Tressie only brings a knife to this sort of thing. I should to prepare. But no, she don't prepare herself. Oh, with the magnets. Sticky. Oh, brilliant. I love a screamer zombie.
Okay, looks like we're all clear to get started. Now, the plague wall itself isn't dangerous. But if it's biologically active, my work might draw some zest. So, let me know when you're ready for me to start.
Huh?
I was hoping
Did she just say it was biologically dead, and then she said it was biologically alive? Pretty much. Did she just technically contradict herself, or did I just hear that wrong?
It could get a little exciting.
Well, I'll be gone if it gets too exciting.
I appreciate it.
I'm not suicidal. I'll help you as much as I can.
Keep your eyes open.
But I don't care.
Shit, that's gonna slow us down.
Talk to me, Tressie.
I contaminated the first sample. Just keep them off me, okay?
Contaminated? That doesn't sound like you're doing it right then. That doesn't sound safe. Contaminating. You keep it clean. Don't you?
Showtime. Let's do this.
I just need one more sample.
Then this gun will be. Is this a red talon weapon? I'm guessing this will be labeled. Oh, was that double?
Okay, I've got the samples I need. Wow, that was tense.
Let me out here.
That
Not
was
if you got
close.
gunslinging.
Too close. Let's get moving before things get bad again. Sorry,
Oh, I
coming!
want to have a double check.
I need to compare these with the samples I collected in downtown Marshall. I'm not sure how long that'll take, but it's not like my social calendar is full of distractions. With any luck, I can find some significant differences and learn more about the biology of these walls.
How are we going to go
Okay.
attack it?
Now where's that plague heart hiding?
Man, look at all the bloody. I might do these infestations on the way out. Floater. Hang on, there is a bit of a fog to the Trumball Valley. Didn't notice that so much. There's a bit of a fog to the game. I was saying to Undead Labs, it's weird that there's no like fog to Trumball
We got
Valley,
a
but I'm
plague
kind of
zombie
mistaken.
here.
There is a little bit. It's not. I think it should be as strong as Providence Ridge, though. I think it could be as strong as Providence Ridge. But it's kind of there. I haven't really noticed it.
Moving fast.
Oh, really? I've got the stuff for it. God. The green, like the... Hang on, he was locked onto me before he got here. What the hell? Oh, stop it, mate. You're burning. Does it hurt? Trusty, stop attacking Nice. She did this last time. Oh, well done. First time it actually worked. She's gotta go a bit of help there from the Haven device. I'm kind of curious how the Haven device mission will play out if we've already got it. Will we have to do the same Haven device mission again? I assume so. Yeah, it's stated again. They'll be like, they'll act like we ain't got it. I'll have to put another one in.
I see a big cluster of Zeds, not far off.
Right, let's go drop her off. I thought that was a bloater then. And then we'll go and deal with the plague implications. There is a little bit of a fog. Or is that just... Yeah, I think there is a fog, but... yeah, some of the new map visual changes looks really good. Like Drucker County looks awesome. Proper deserty vibe to it now, and there's a lot of work gone. It's some great work gone into the new maps. So I weren't expecting them to drop all three, like updated. I thought they'd trickle them out, like they like pace it a little bit, but they've just done. They're gonna just do all three in the next update, which is kind of cool. But I'm gonna try and do. I think I said last time or in the past few episodes how I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do with when we complete this Legacy and Sheriff. Will I think I'm gonna do. I think I said Cascade. No. I think I'm gonna do Negan Valley and Drucker County with the Commonwealth, and then I'm gonna go back to my non-commentary playthrough where they were on Cascade Hills. So I might as well just finish that group, I think. And then that'll be the excuse to play that map.
I've got a lot to work on here.
And then I'll probably return back to the plan of going to Heartland.
But this is my way of fighting back. The more we learn, the better we are to survive. Take care of yourself, okay? I'll let you know when I have good news to share.
Because I did want to do, I did want to play, what was it? Yeah, I did want to do Heartland again, didn't I? After this, but with update 30.29 coming out, and it's probably out by the time this is up on YouTube. But so it'll probably be relatively soon when I'll be able to update. I'm not going into it. I want to complete this route first before we start fresh new in I think it just makes more sense to start a new series, new update, instead of just changing the plans of this series of ditching Trumball Valley and doing all that stuff that way, but...
Fire in the hole!
Oh, where did it come from?
I need a break. Infestations could have been a problem, but we stepped up and took care of it.
Hey man, I can't wait to see how State of Decay is going to be in a year. You think about it, we're getting 3 massive map updates. Infestations are going to change completely. Like, if you think about it, it was only a year ago, as of streaming this, where we used to have the old plague territory system, like, but the old plague, like, without outpost upgradable. Like, I think Undead Labs would be stupid not to do a stream one day on an original build of State of Decay 2. It'd be cool to see people, because a lot of people never played State of Decay 2 when it came out. So if they had a stream where they played an original build, I think that'd be awesome. So people see what us veterans had to deal with at the launch of the game. What we had to put up with. Oh, is that it? I think that's it. Oh yeah, that would have been good. I forgot. I still want to get a gunslinging skill for Judith.
Heads up, we've got a lead.
Mysterious. Oh, hang on, is that? Yeah, Speak of the Devil. That's the Mysterious One Trader, isn't it? For the skill book. It's Monday, so does that trader come on him? Maybe. 'Cause I think some areas they do count Mondays as a weekend still. Oh, I might. Yeah, fuck that, I'm going. Making noise, screaming all the time. Fuck you guys.
There goes the door.
Fuck off, man. Like, I'm in an armored truck and the door ripped. Like, let's be honest. If they should make something like this where the doors can't get ripped off. That'd be a kind of cool perk to this car. Like, the zombie would not be able to rip off. Like, a feral might be able to. But a normal zombie, I think a normal zombie would struggle to rip a car, like this car door off.
Yo!
Ben. I see. Good. Lucky.
Let's do some business. Yeah, sure.
Combat training. Of course you don't have the ones I want. Mental. Hand-to-hand combat. I wanted gun, like, what, I get what I wanted, the guy that I need to trade with, but of course they don't trade the one thing I need.
I don't get why people are so upset about the government dropping the ball. I mean, doing shit well is not something they were known for during my lifetime.
Stop whinging. Like, let's be honest. In a zombie apocalypse, would we really be that petty and still talk about politicians afterwards? I think if anything, if a zombie apocalypse did happen, I think we'd realise how easy we had it. on how easy it was to moan about things like politicians and work and bills and everything.
Someone must have cleared this
As I
out.
think if a zombie apocalypse happened,
Are you up for some trading?
I think you'd have a whole different thing to worry about or moan about. I think you moan about when the next food can come. Like if you're going to survive the next day. I think there's going to be bigger issues to talk about than politics. And it's kind of weird in The Walking Dead when they bring up stuff that is kind of political or modern day, like ideology. It just doesn't fit right. It just like so many shows, you know, like it's just for some universes just don't mess with it, you know. Because zombie apocalypse is like there should be bigger issues. Unless you're trying to make a new democracy with politics involved, like, then yeah maybe. But even then, it shouldn't be related to our politics because it's got nothing to do with it.
I need a break.
Either politics in the Walking Dead or State of Decay, if you're building a society, would be how are you going to protect your people from the dead? So, someone like Donald Trump, say, if he was still around and he said, I'm going to build a wall, you kind of want that in the zombie apocalypse, a guy that was going to build a wall. Let's be honest.
It doesn't look like much here.
I don't think activists in a zombie apocalypse, if they had someone like Donald Trump where he said, I'm going to build a wall, it'd be kind of stupid if you were against that idea.
I see a bloater.
But yeah, that's kind of funny actually. I think if a zombie apocalypse happened, I'd want Donald Trump running the thing because it's gonna make a big fuck off wall for the zombies to get through. That'd be actually quite good. That's quite a good meme actually. Because I think that's in Dying Light 1 and 2, where there's like a bit of hypocrisy almost, where the government built a wall around the city to quarantine them, but it ended up the wall that protected the people inside the city. I think something like that in Dying Light 2. It's kind of a cool line really, and a cool concept that the whole thing that was trying to keep the rest of the world safe ended up being the opposite. Like, even though the infected still got inside, but at least they were like defended, like they had a good defense from the dead. Yeah, it's kind of funny. But yeah, I watched the Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power trailer, and it's just another one of them shows to watch. Well, no, one of them shows to avoid, I should say. Because I watched the first part of Ship of the Ring today, just a palate cleanser to break from all the shitty shows that are out. And man, that film, like that first half is like better than most things that are out. It's so, man. And then you look at this show that's cost 500 million. I think 600 million to make one episode or something stupid. And it's like what they made for the Lord of the Rings films. I know because of inflation, but I think Lord of the Rings, I think it only cost Peter Jackson 200 million
Hello to all
to
the
make
citizens of Trumball Valley.
all three, I
This
think.
is Lily Ritter with the
films, if I'm not
I'm reaching
mistaken,
out
or it might be
because I'm
one of the
worried about my
films.
friend Ray Santos. He hasn't been answering his radio, and I'm getting a little worried. I'm sure it's nothing, but I'd appreciate it if someone could check and make sure everything is okay.
There's so many missions to do. But I don't know. If you've seen the trailer for the Lord of the Rings, you can just see that it's not about making a Lord of the Rings or being respectful to Tolkien, because I've read all the Lord of the Rings books, and that trailer is just not Lord of the Rings. That is just, it's not even like you couldn't even because it's a prequel. I don't even see it as a prequel to the films or the books, and that's kind of bad because it's like there's no point to that show then. If you're making a prequel that has no connection or no vibe or no, because the thing is, they pretty much made it all diversity inclusion in this new show, which would be fine for anything else. But Lord of the Rings, like Tolkien wrote them books in a specific way. He had so much attention to detail. There were some areas that he didn't write in too much detail, which, if they wanted to do a bit of diversity, they should have done it in them regions where there was a bit more openness to what you could go with. But when there's so much lore and canon, like foundation for the whole universe in that, like Tolkien went into so much detail in them books. Like he went into like geography, you could think of anything. Like he went into ancestry in each character. It was insane. And then the Amazon show, instead of using any of these characters, they make new ones and completely make them not fit into the world at all. Like some of these like dwarves with no beard, like female dwarves with no beards, is weird because I think in the books what I remember is that the dwarves in that world, they would keep the women hidden because they didn't want any other race to get to them. Like they really treasured the like females. But if women ever did go out, I think they would either have a beard or grow a beard. I can't remember. And that would be the only way they go out. Like dwarves wouldn't be seen without a beard. I think that's the running thing. And I think I've seen a lot of that on Twitter about people saying, because I didn't realize she was a dwarf until people said, but there's like this black woman in it, and she's meant to be a dwarf, and she looks like a princess, and it's like, it looks so out, because she does not look like a dwarf, or anything like you would expect from Lord of the Rings anyway. And it's just, like, just fuck off, man. Like, because I just don't get it. Like, if you want to do this sort of world, like a Game of Thrones-esque thing, or like even Game of Thrones, at least when they went for a more diversity, they made it sense for different regions, you know? They stuck to the source material a bit more. Whereas this, it's just like tick boxing again. Like, oh, we gotta have a black woman, we gotta have an Asian person, we gotta have a black guy. It's just a bit like, for me, it's a bit racist, to be fair. It's not natural. It's not like we really want this actor or actress
hey there, Trumball Valley.
in.
How's
It's
it
not
going?
that.
I'm curious about
It's-
something. Anybody else out there grow up on a farm? Or are you all city folk who needed the end of the world before you put your hands in the dirt? It's okay. I don't blame you. We did the growing. You did the eating. Funny how things change, huh?
Is she done? That was a bit of a weird side thing. I guess we could go and do this, maybe.
Let me help
Keep the legacy going.
Okay, don't start the party without me.
Thanks a bunch. I don't understand why you insist on trying shit like that.
I'm down. Alright, is there any... But it's just another show where instead of making it make sense, or
That's a lot of stuff.
make a new show or anything like that. Oh, she's already got...
Why do you always put other people ahead of us?
I still kick myself for all the plastic utensils I threw out over the years.
Oh, shut up. Well, I suppose it would be actually kind of handy now. It'd be kind of handy now, because it'd be quite easy to recycle, but you can get metal ones. There's a lot of kitchens out there. Actually, we're quicker. But with like Lord of the Rings, it's just got such a strong foundation, and instead of them making a really good show, it's not that. They just want to put their identity politics in again and just go that route. And it's just, it's so boring now. Like, why can't, like, that's why gaming is never going to be defeated at this point. With Hollywood being so retarded, games are going to be it. Like, games in and like VR at some point, that's going to be entertainment. Hollywood's going to die if they keep making this shit. Like, if it's cost 600 million to make one episode, well, Amazon can spend the whatever fucking money they got. They've got bucket loads, but they're not going to be able to do it forever. And I hope they don't, because, well, but with gaming, at least, like, with State of Decay or something, or you have that one game that you can always just escape to. Molotovs. And films, if they're not providing that escapism, that entertainment, that bit of relief after a day's work, but games are.
I've cracked our mystery radio signal, and let me tell you, this is a gold mine. And to show my thanks, I invite you to join me and get stinking rich.
Maybe tomorrow. It's just like, man, look at all the missions. It's a bit absurd. Don't she want me to pick her up? Oh yeah, we're doing the sheriff thing. Yeah. I thought I was gonna do. But yeah, I know that I've been going on these white grants, these culture rants.
I'd really appreciate it. I'm sharing his last known location now.
That's where I am. Hey, Lily. I'm near the location you just shared, but the house looks empty.
Fuck.
That's not good. I know this is asking a lot, but could you please check it out for me?
Damn it, Lily. Damn zombies. Ray? You in here? This is a note. I think there's a note, isn't there? I wanted to just do the sheriff thing, but I completely drove into it. Sorry for going on. I've been going on these little culture rants for a while. And it doesn't help me watching Nerdrotic and Heelwood Face. Like, if you want to listen to some people talk some honest shit and just gush over good stuff as well, them guys, they're just like Friday Night Tights. Every Friday they do a massive stream of a ton of YouTubers and special guests, and it's just a nice, like, just nice to see normal people, like, because sometimes when you think about some of the shows that are out, and there's a lot of people out there that it kind of feels like you're the only one thinking, oh, this is shit. But then you go to Friday Night Tights, and these people are having the same, like, they're saying the same thing. They're saying this is bad. Like, this is so obvious and
I'm out here
in your
looking
face,
for Ray,
and
but all I found is a map of some nearby farms.
You know, Ray usually spends more time out in the field than at home. That map could lead you right to him. I suggest you start with the closest site and work out from there.
Oh, definitely.
Shoot himself, so it's sarcastic then. Oh, definitely, I'm gonna do that. God damn it. Well, I guess we're doing this now. Isn't there like a van? Like, this is the
Hello, I'm Ray.
van
Nice
Jeffrey
to meet you.
got. Oh,
Let me guess.
what is he?
Lily sent you out looking for me because I haven't returned her calls. I should be upset, but the truth is, I could use a
Ray,
little help.
Ray,
I thought I had stashed some useful medicine here, but
Ray.
now I'm thinking the clinic up the road is my best
How
bet.
did you do that?
You mind keeping me company? I'm not moving as fast as I used to. Hey, the clinic I need to search isn't very far. Do you mind? My body keeps reminding me I'm not a young man anymore. I've just racked up too many miles, I'm afraid.
That's a screamer.
Right, we need to get the screamers.
Fascinating.
Oh, nice. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's pretty good.
What do you say? Can you help me out?
Man, that's why gaming will never beat Hollywood. Like, gaming has beaten old Hollywood already. That was so much more entertaining than any woke bollocks that is spit out. Like, holding off a horde of zombies then, and that was not even scripted. That was because I pulled up in a noisy car. And that was just not scripted at all. That was just
Thank you, sincerely. The
the
clinic
way
is
it
just up
was.
the
That
road.
was so cool.
It shouldn't take long to get there. Lead on.
Sure thing.
Man, that is why Hollywood is fucked. Like, because State of Decay isn't the British game or the most realistic or anything like that, but man, provides more Hollywood moments than Hollywood itself.
Time to look elsewhere. Okay.
Hey there.
Can I trade with you? You can take your notes back, mate. I don't need them. Well, having them screamers coming down the hill then, and luckily that didn't go so long. Like, that was pretty Hollywood right there.
Great. Just great.
Did something happen between you and the people who lived back at that house?
I'm afraid I let them down one time too many. I keep pretending like I'm a young, healthy guy, promising what I can't deliver. I just hope they don't blame Lily and the network for my failures.
So here's the big secret about the signal I decrypted.
God,
It was
everyone
a Red
shut up
Talon
about your
signal, all right,
missions.
but they were sending it to Cleo.
Cleo? Who's Cleo?
Long story, but the point is, these drops were ordered like months ago.
Shut up, Isby.
Cleo was just waiting for confirmation of the final
There's another time for this.
which is what we're about to do.
I don't understand half of what you're saying, but I trust.
Okay, I guess it's time to start searching the place.
How about we clear out the Zeds first?
I like how you think.
Over here.
Where you at, Iz?
I'm on the move. Stronger signal up here.
You don't know this place is crawling with muertos, right?
What's going on? Where are they? Damn, just calm down with all these missions, Jesus.
Tell that fat lady to start singing. We make a good team.
Yeah,
Thanks for
doing
your
all
help.
right.
I can handle things from here.
You
I
sure?
just need to find some painkillers and then rest here for a while.
Ray, I get the feeling there's something you're not telling me.
I apologize, my friend. I suppose I owe you the truth. The fact is, well, the fact is I'm dying.
What? You're dying?
Yeah, I'm afraid it's the big C. Cancer.
Cancer? Oh, wow. That's awful. But how can you be sure?
I watched my father go through the same thing a long time ago. Yeah, my uncle too. And now it's my turn. Even with so much work left to do. But please keep this quiet. Not many people know, and I don't want folks worrying about me. Look, if I need more help, I promise to give you a call rather than getting into trouble by myself, okay?
All right, Ray. Be safe, and we'll talk again soon.
Be careful out there. See you when I see you.
Alright, here's your notes back, mate. You can read them in the afterlife. But man, even then, like that was a bit more wholesome than most Hollywood stuff. Because most Hollywood shows and that would probably take the piss out of a bloke with cancer these days. Bloody hell. Like, I swear ever since resetting the map, I've noticed infestations growing at a faster rate, as if the infestation update is already here. Like, it's just been dormant since since my last map, since we were in Providence Ridge. Like, it was like the old system, and maybe they've done a hop at some point, and it's had like some of the new modifications, because they've been popping up a lot. Like this, like we've only just cleared out them, and that was clear a minute ago. So for me, that's like kind of recent. What? Damn it. Really, that should have killed me. 3 bloaters. That should have been bad. That was annoying. Second bloater hit today.
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this should clear up. I think.
Oh yeah, she got. Oh, that's the liver knife. But I'm kind of excited to see the red tat. Like it's a small thing that they've added, but the new icons that they're going to add to red talon and network weapons, like they're going to be pretty cool. I think, because I think a lot of the network talon weapons I do overlook.
Bye now. I've got stuff you'll like. Sure.
Do you have any Molotovs by any chance?
Hey, neighbor. It's Tressie again. I'm afraid my experiment didn't pan out. The new samples just don't demonstrate enough difference from what I collected here in Marshall. I still think I'm onto something. I just need more time. I'll call you when I've got the next step planned. Tressie out.
Got it. Over and out.
Well, that wasn't exactly good news. Let's hope she figures it out soon.
Smart choice. I'll point you in the likely direction of our fugitive.
Of course. All the way down the bottom of the map. Silly me. I might need that fuel now.
All right.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. You motherfuckers. Fuck you. Of course you want to go to the bottom of that map. Luckily, I bought my Fasty car. That's why I feel like this car feels right for the speed, you know? But then, this feels just as fast as a military truck right now. It doesn't feel that much different from a military truck. Which to me feels wrong. I like the idea of, when they did do the update, I do like vehicles getting off the line a little bit quicker, but I think the top speeds just stay the same. I think a van or a truck or like a military truck, like they should be kind of slow and sluggish, and like they should be slow and sluggish to get you around.
I don't see any Zeds. But that won't last.
I'm not gonna get in a fight. I'm not getting in a fight if I don't want. Why is it crashed? Yeah, is that kind of feeling? Game's crashed. We'll in it, just in case it loads. Yeah, it's done. No. Yeah, I'm back. Another crash. We've had quite a few crashes in Trumball Valley. I think this is the third one in this part of the playthrough. And I don't think it's been too long since we started the Trumball Valley side of this series. And I don't think we had any crashes in Providence Ridge, so I think there is a bit of a... like, there is a lot more going on in Trumball Valley. With assets and quests. I don't think it does the game any favours with how many missions that were popping up then. I know a lot of them weren't active because I didn't click on them, but... oh man, that mission's a waste now, isn't it? It's not going to be there. Fuck. Oh, that's going to be a waste of time then. Unless it's going to be there still. I don't think it will be. Fuck, man. But I think that's the third crash to Trumball Valley in this playthrough. I had a few when we first played Trumball Valley. And I think it's been the only map that's been really bad for that. That's why I'm kind of worried about the map. I think they've been fine. Like, Providence Ridge was okay. And to be fair, if they had fog and stuff, it should improve performance in a way. Because a lot of games, when they add fog or things like that, it's meant to help with processing and stuff. Because they don't need to render so far and everything. But with Trumball Valley, like, it is the one map that has a ton of drops everywhere.
The airwaves need a hand, and we need it soon.
I guess we'll leave it then. Oh, that sucks. Oh well. Next stop, maybe next episode. Oh, that's so annoying. I've been playing for a while, probably explains it, but... I'll probably... Because usually I would start the next video right after this, which will be tomorrow anyway. But I'll probably do the next video tomorrow morning. So I might not be as energetic as today. Well, I've had a whole day today doing nothing. I spent most of the day looking out of a window, which is so annoying doing that. A day goes so slow when you're essentially waiting for something to happen. I hate that. So hopefully tomorrow I can get some stuff done before work and make up for it, but it's just annoying because I would have got this whole rotation done today in one day. Wow, in 2 days technically. I would have finished it off today, but yeah, that's how it goes, I suppose. But hopefully I'll be able to sort it. That's why I'm glad I've been able to get so far ahead. I think if I was only 2 weeks ahead or something, like I was a while ago, it'd be a bit trickier, but now I'm a month ahead, I'm like, yeah, I need that month to just have that breakaway. But yeah, it's been fun coming back to State of Decay as always, and I know I've been going on quite a few rants about woke Hollywood and all this stuff, and I don't mean to, but it's something that I'm interested in and I enjoy talking about, so why not?
Cleo. I'm still seeing too much bioelectric interference from local plague hearts. If I didn't know better, I'd swear they were blocking your signal on purpose. If our friendly neighbors are listening, perhaps they could help us by clearing some plague hearts from the valley.
I guess we were due for a run of good luck.
No, well, let's play as
Hey, take
Carl
the reins
next
for a
time.
bit.
But yeah, it's good to play. Like, that's why I think I've enjoyed doing streams and videos so much, is when there has been so much shit on TV, which I did used to love to just enjoy, like TV, Marvel. It used to be so good just a few years ago, and it's gone to shit so quickly. It's been there for quite a while though, like the whole woke stuff, but it was a bearable. Like The Walking Dead and stuff, it has its moments, but it's bearable. But there's just been so many shows for a while now, and it's just so boring. And since I've started up these streams and just playing games, different games, new games, and old games that I love, and State of Decay, and it's such a better escapism than the crap that I used to get from other stuff. I'm kind of making my own entertainment, whether people like it or not. And there's no offense if people enjoy these shows or anything I'm on about, or people looking forward to the new Lord of the Rings or anything, but it's just what I'm thinking about the show, really. And I've got no problem if people enjoy any of the shows that I go on about. Well, there's no bad blood. So I'm assuming anyone watching is here for State of Decay or Halo or anything I'm other playing on. And that's the main thing. Like, we're here to enjoy gaming, most of all, I think. And if we can talk and have a bit of banter about bad or good shows, that's good as well. Just more stuff to talk about, more stuff to have a go at. I think it's fun. I think woke Hollywood is funny to just laugh at, even though it is annoying seeing all the good things that we could have had. Like a Halo show would have been awesome 10 years ago, but now seeing what they're doing to it, it's like, nope, no thank you. But I'll laugh at it. I'll laugh at you giving an Asian woman an AK-47 in a sci-fi TV show that cost you probably millions of dollars to produce, and you've got people that have no clue about Halo or the source material, or you hear about WandaVision where the director has no clue about
Izzy here again. I am officially
I'm not hearing about any more quests. Stop it. But you hear about directors just not knowing the source of material. Apparently the director for WandaVision, she never read up on any of the comics before she got the job, which is great. That's why she didn't know half the characters that Wanda was influenced by, and things that the show could have gone down. And just things like that. It's fun to laugh at, but it's just annoying to see. But that's just me. Like, if people enjoy these shows and get fun out of it, that's fine. And that's all good. But and yeah, as long as people can get over that, that's the whole point. I think too many people get too heartbroken over people's opinions now, and as soon as people has a different opinion to someone, or if it's a wrong opinion, then they're cancelled, and that's just so fucked up, isn't it, really? Because it's like, come on. Like, we used to be able to have friends where that friend had a different view, but you're still best friends with that person, you know? You could get along, you were still friends, you could go and have a drink with them, you could go and hang out with them. But now, if that person has a different view to you, you've got to hate them, you've got to push them aside, you've got to go and find friends that have your view, and that's fucking wrong. Like, that's not inclusive, or what all these, like, people on the left especially, they want you to think they're about, but they're not. I think, I think the normies are the best people to be with, because they're the people that probably see this stuff a bit more, where they're like, hang on, this is so forced and obvious. But I just think it's fun to take the piss out of it and have a laugh, but still be sad about it at the same time. I just wish that if any, like, Hollywood was listening, or and when you do tweet out about shit shows and everything and criticize stuff, the whole point is to make it better for everyone. Instead of just the minority on Twitter that is moaning about all this inclusion and diversity, which was there from the get-go. It was there, it was just not, the characters weren't so animated and forced and fake. So many characters in, it's just a tick box, that's it. It's not, they're not making say a black character cool or interesting, or they're bringing in a character that is established. Instead of bringing in a brand new character in, or get an established character that they already have of a black character, and making that a cool TV show or film or whatever you want to do, instead of doing that, they make a white character like Superman or Batman or Batwoman or Batgirl, or any of these characters that have established brands and they're known, and they're usually white. Instead of like keeping them the way they are, they've got to make that white character black. And for me, that's, if I was a black person, I'd find that fucking offensive, because they've got so many cool, like, the only character that they've done really good is Black Panther, but I'd say that they did that better in Civil War. But when it came to the movie, they kind of superized him too much. They gave him too many powers and everything. But if they made him more grounded, like he was in Civil War, a bit more of a Batman esque character, where he's a bit more like localized crime, almost like he was in the comics, almost dealing with like just local crimes in Wakanda. That would have been cool. A Batman of Wakanda. That's what it should have been. But no, he's falling from great heights with this stupid pulse power, and this is the he's like, come on, instead of giving you like supernatural abilities, just give people a cool, like, Batman tale, but for a cool black, because the whole world of Wakanda was awesome in Marvel, and I think that's the best character that's been done, because that was just an established character. There hasn't been like a white character. Like, imagine if they took Black Panther, but they changed it to a white guy, there'd be fucking uproar. But for some reason, it's okay to take Superman or Batgirl or someone and just race swap them or make them gay. Like every character in DC now is gay if you've read up on the comics. It's just so funny. And that's fine. Like, you can have 1 or 2 characters that are gay, fine, if you want to do that. But let's be honest, we're not too like, when you're reading a comic, you're not really into where Batman or Superman is putting their dick. Like, you have the romance of Superman and Lois and stuff like that. That's just the classic story. But you're not seeing them have sex all the time. Whereas it feels like that's all the inclusion does. It's like, oh, where's this superhero going to put his dick? Or instead of it just being the superhero saving the world or saving, like, just doing just superhero stuff, beating up villains. That's all you want from a comic. You don't need to know his gender, his political beliefs. What? Like, it's just so weird. Like, come on. It's just so much shit, man. And it's like, why not make a character, you know? You could, like, if you're creative enough, you can make a character just as good as Superman or Superman. It'd be harder now, because Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, they'll always be at the top of the pile, really. They're going to be hard to, because they've been around for so long, they've got so many comics. But when they release a comic and they don't stick with it, or they cancel it within a few copies, it's like, what's the point? That, like, Kate Bishop, she's a cool character, but instead of her, like, them sticking with her and making it better over her own comic book series, every time she's implemented into either her own or a group, or say, that book always gets cancelled within a few issues, and it's like, what's the point then? You're making these characters, these female characters or these black characters, but you're not sticking with them or doing anything with them because you want to go back to the ones that are going to make the money. And it's like, if you stuck with them, you get the money easy. And it's just so irritating. Like, it's just, what's the point? Because if anything, you're going to turn off the people that enjoy the characters that are going to make money. But you're not going to make them people go, oh, hang on, this character looks kind of cool. I'm going to go and check out this person. But, and most of the people that moan about gender swapping or race swapping these characters, they're not the ones buying the comics or anything. And that's the thing. That's the big one. Like, the people moaning about this stuff or criticizing about, oh, this character better be gay or you're being misogynist or something. Most of the time that's going to be most of the time that's going to be them. Then they're not going to buy that. They'll watch the film maybe if they're lucky. They're probably the more than likely the people that are going to pirate the stuff. They're not going to be the people that buy the stuff. They're going to be like the people on Twitter. They see someone else's tweet about something and then copy it and then put it in their own words, I guess. That's what would happen. And I watch people that are more left-leaning and a bit more sympathetic for this stuff. Like, Real Redux is a pretty good channel. Grace, what's her name? Grace? I can't remember her second name. Grace. She's got a bit too left, in my opinion. She's a bit. She's. You can tell she's doing it to get into the next film for free. You know, like early access sort of thing. Which is fine. Like, I suppose if you're okay with that, but I don't think I would want to do that level of sellout where I'm like deliberately forcing myself to praise a film even though I know it's bad, just so I can go to a film early. I think that's a bit. It's just fucking Hollywood, isn't it? It's so easy to manipulate, especially YouTubers. When YouTube isn't really looking after the creators, you've got someone like Hollywood, Disney. Or if you be kind to our movie, you can come to see our next movie. Wink, wink. Like, that's shit. Like, it's hard to. it's hard not to fall into. But I don't know. I know I go on about this stuff a lot, but I'm really interested. I just find it so fun to see. But man, the Lord of the Rings one was pretty hard to see. Doctor Who was bad for me. The way they've done Doctor Who so badly. Lord of the Rings is going to be pretty bad. Halo, at least that's in another universe. At least you can say, oh, that's not related. But then that's still like, there's no point watching it then, in a way. And The Witcher, that was okay, but it was still like, you've named the show The Witcher, but you're not focusing on The Witcher. It's just, I'd rather play The Witcher 3 than go to that, you know. That's why I said to Gate, gaming is gonna kill Hollywood if they're not careful. Well, they've already killed it. It's already bigger, but if Hollywood don't start making good shit again, or start making films for everyone like they were, they're gonna like look at Spider-Man. Look how much money that made so quickly. Like that's a film making. That's a film making people want to go and see a film and entertain people. That's why I think Uncharted is going to probably be good. I think that's going to be, because that's Sony, and I think Sony's the only studio right now that is like, they want to make money right now, especially with how the COVID went down. They're like, they want people to go to cinema, so they've got to make good stuff. Whereas someone like Disney, they make all the money from the theme parks, so it doesn't really matter if they could turn out shit. Sure, they want to make a profit, but as long as people are talking about their products like Marvel or Disney or Pixar, then people are going to go to the theme parks about Star Wars or whatever. That's what they want. They want people to go to the theme parks more than anything. So they need to make like that product that people talk about all the time. I did see as well, Lord of the Rings, they have got another license up for sale, and it was to say that to buy theme parks or something. And I was thinking a theme park for Lord of the Rings would be awesome, like something like they did with Harry Potter, but Lord of the Rings, that would be so cool. Like a set of Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. Like that'd be so cool. They could do so much with that. I think it was with the films. I think they get to the rights to the films as well to make more films, but I think it's because Warner Brothers haven't done anything with the films for so long, so I think their license is up for sale. I think at Amazon, they've got a different deal, like a loophole to get access to it, but they're not able to touch like the movies, I don't think. I think they can hint to them, but I don't think they can go near them, which is good, I think. I think the problem is when they make woke stuff and they actually, like Star Wars, when it actually affects the ending, or Doctor Who, it's like, fuck off, leave stuff alone. Like, make new stuff, ruin new stuff. Don't ruin old stuff that's been around for years. Like Doctor Who's been around for 50 years, and it took them just a few moments with a female doctor, and they fuck up 50 years of history just because they want to change. Like, fuck off, man. I'm so pissed. It makes me so mad if people know about what's going on, but oh wow, at least we got gaming and State of Decay to enjoy. And I've still got to go to Walking Dead. That started back up, the season 11B, I think they're calling it. That started up yesterday, so I think I need to watch that, which should be fun. But I think we'll see how it goes, and then there'll be another State of Decay tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes, and then the 2 days after that will be Minecraft. But yeah, it's been really fun to come back and continue as always. I think I'm going to keep the rotations as they are right now, daily. I'm going to see how this week goes of when I'm recording this, and then I'll probably let people know by next rotation or the rotation after whether I'm going to do on-off days. So the rotations would essentially stay the same, but on YouTube it'd be 1 day of videos, 1 day off, which might be actually quite good in a way. A bit more paced out, more reasons for people to stick around and watch the videos that have just come out, maybe. Because I noticed on Twitch that kind of bumped up the views on that, like people watching the VODs on them. But I wonder how it would be on YouTube if I just left it a day for videos to marinate a little bit, but I don't know. But really, this is just a hobby right now, and I just hope anyone that comes across the videos enjoys and gets some entertainment from it. And yeah, let me know if you completely disagree with any of my thoughts today on Lord of the Rings. What did you think about that reveal? I know it's been a while since that's come out. At least we can wait until September to really to have our views about that show. But that'll be interesting. Like Moon Knight looks good though from Marvel. I've seen that. That was a pretty good trailer. I'm excited to see what that is. And Doctor Strange, the second trailer, a little better than the first. It's got Professor Xavier in it from X-Men. But I think that might have been a reshoot where they're like, shit, we had Spider-Man. We better start reshooting and get some characters that people want to go and see instead of the shit ones. But anyway, but yeah, enjoying it as always. It's been fun to rattle on about this stuff, especially after I just watched Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. It's nice to just see something so good and then think about all the shit we're gonna get this year and what we have been getting. It's just go and watch Lord of the Rings if you ain't seen it. You'll see how shit shows have been and how cheap things look. Like that the Lord of the Rings films came out 20 years ago and they hold up today. Like the effects, the acting, the stunts, it's just so good. And man, I could go rewatch it. And to be fair, I've still got Two Towers and I think The Last King, is it? I'm looking forward to going through them. But yeah. Anyway, that'll do for State of Decay today. And Lord of the Rings. I think I'll have to name the title for this video. I don't know. Legacy of the Rings for State of Decay reference. That might be pretty cool. Legacy of the Rings. Or Fellowship of the Rings. CRM of the Rings. That would be a good title. But yeah, good day as always. You can tell I've had so much energy today from waiting around doing nothing. Man, it would have been so good doing videos today. Oh well, I'll get them done for the next few days. So State of Decay tomorrow, then then Minecraft will start up the day after, then there'll be another one the day after that. So hopefully that series will be a good start. And if I'm not too fond of it, then we'll see. But I think Minecraft will be pretty fun. And yeah, there'll be just some more State of Decay soon, and we'll leave it there for today. So as always, thanks for watching if you've been watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.